Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Nurmi Abiha and my team member Wong Wei Kin, and today we will be presenting on the topic government debt and impacts on aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Okay, so this presentation is based on our analysis of government debt with reference to real world examples such as Japan and Greece. So let's begin. Okay, so we are going to slide 1. So now we are going to slide 1, introduction. Okay, so government debt, also known as sovereign debt, refers to the total amount of money a government owes to creditors. It arises when government spending exceeds revenue, leading to borrowing. Okay, so this borrowing is usually done through issue government bonds or taking loans from international financial institutions. Okay. So in this presentation, we will examine how government debt affects both aggregate demand AD and aggregate supply AS, and what lessons we can learn from the experience of Japan and Greece. Okay, so now we are going to slide 3, government debt and impacts on the economy. Okay, so government debt is classified into two main categories. First, public debt, which includes all liabilities on to external creditors such as individuals, corporations, and others government. Okay, so second, national debt, which represents the total domestic and foreign obligation of a country. A country that provides a strong case study of government debt is Japan, where debt has reached 256% of GDP of 2023. Okay, so Japan debt has accumulated over decades due to fiscal stimulus programs and an aging population. Okay, so despite the high debt, Japan has managed to maintain stability through careful monetary policies. So now we are going to the next slide. Get demand and government debt. Okay, so government debt plays a significant role in shaping aggregate demand. In the short run, government borrowing can increase public spending, boosting consumption and investment. Higher disposable income due to tax cuts or social transfer can further drive consumer spending, increasing AD. Okay, so however, in the long run, high levels of them may lead to rising interest rates, discouraging private investment lah. Okay, so additionally, if government borrowing results in higher interest rates, it may attract foreign investors, strengthening the national currency and making export more expensive lah, thus reducing net export. Okay, so a real world example is Greece, which faced several financial turmoil after 2008. Okay, so instead of boosting demand, Greece had to implement austerity measures, cutting public spending and reducing aggregate demand, leading to economic stagnation, right?
Government debt also has significant effects on aggregate supply. In the short run, if debt is used for productive investment like infrastructure, technology, and education, it can enhance productivity and expand supply. However, in the long run, high levels of debt may require high taxation, discouraging works and entrepreneurship. This can lead to reduced business expansion and innovation, lowering economy's growth potential. Additionally, levels sustainable, they may lose confidence in long-term investment, future impacts, impacting aggregate supplier. One key concept to understanding is the crowding out effects. When the government borrows excessively, it competes with the private sector of available funds, leading to higher intended rates. As a result, first, business face increased borrowing costs, reducing investment in capital goods and innovative. Next, high interest rates discourage expansion, slowing economy's productivity. If borrowing costs remain high, long-term economy's growth potential decide. This was evident in Greece debt crisis, where private sector growth was stifled due to high borrowing costs and declining investor. Next, governments can adopt various strategies to mitigate the negative effects of high debt levels. Some effective policies include: first, sustainable fiscal policies, controlling government spending and ensuring borrows is used for productive investment. Next, tax reform, broadening the tax base while keeping rates manageable. Policymaker works together to manage inflation and interest rates effectively. Next, debt management strategies, implementing borrowing limits and restructuring debt to ensure long-term sustainability. By implementing the measures, governments can balance economic growth while managing fiscal responsibility. So, in inclusion, government debt plays a crucial role in economy policy, while borrowing can help stimulate growth and finance essential service. Excessive debt levels pose significant risks such as rising interest rates, inflation, and reduced private investment. The case of Japan and Greece illustrate the challenge and grade off in managing government's debt. Japan was maintaining stability through careful monetary policy, whereas Greece faced economic hardship due to poor fiscal management. For a country to sustain economic growth while manage debt, responsibility fiscal policies, debt restructuring, and productivity and changing investment and asset.
Okay, so that's all for our presentation. Let's conclude my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and we would be happy to take any question. Okay, so bye. Thank you.
So the concluded my present. Thank you for your attention. We'll be happy to take any question. Thank you.